Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go from Tampa. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Baker going to throw this right away. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Staple of this offense, drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. They run straight ahead here with White. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Opting to run again here with White. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's got Otten. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll go up the middle with White. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Mayfield. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 15-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed, right?
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Blankenship's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, here's Tua. Completes it to the tight end Smythe. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be
and it's a fumble. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders have become so adept at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
His throw caught right around the 6. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. White will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Again, this is White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Rashad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the grab by Croft. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. But he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. What makes a drop play like that successful?
We did see when we made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. A lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. White again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the draw, here's White.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A first down throw from Mayfield.
He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the 38, Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And a catch right side by Evans. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no win, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Tua now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down. Tua on target over the middle to Hill. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Short throw hauled in by Croft. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Four yards remain for second down.
Tua to throw again. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and the deficit will hold pat at 13.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
They start to drive with White. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Miami. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gain on his sights, but he could not get it in.
The offense scheme going far wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But cleared the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Mayfield on play action. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
From the 41, Mayfield. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up the 3rd down. yards to gain the first here. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. And taken at the 46. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. First down, Mayfield. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, they'll run with White. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And that nearly the pick that... He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 points and a response there to that opening touchdown in his third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. For a better showing than their last appearance, they couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 10. Back now in Tampa. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. They're going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when we saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion, avoiding any risk of a flag.
The offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And able to connect with Berrios. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Tua going to throw. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And they'll work this down inside the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
The offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. For the defense, they responded on that play. Second and management became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from scoring.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage. And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the draw, it's White, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Miami set to take over. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua over the... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules about declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts him in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Holding. Offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White with his second touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers used the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. Watch.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. So after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. First down, here's White. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground with White. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. On a handoff, it's White. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.